So this is what I get out of the box with no tweaks. That's almost 51 mega hashes per second with 6 GPUs. They are all the same model, AMD RX 550. So let's tweak them out. Now, of course, first thing you want to do is, after you install the Windows, you want to install the drivers. In order to do that, just go to Google and type in RX 550 drivers, and you want to check the first link. I'm using Windows 10 64-bit, so that's what I will choose. And you have here the driver, just download it and install it. Let me see if I have the latest version. I don't have the latest version, but anyway, it will work with this version as good as with the latest version. You can install the latest version, is better. So after you install the drivers, first thing you want to do is go to start, type in AMD, and you want to open up the AMD settings software. Go to gaming, global settings, and now you wanna look for GPU workload, and you wanna change this to compute. Now you have to do this for all of your graphics card. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just look for the global graphics over here. You don't mind the other one on the right side, so just the global graphics. Okay, let's switch them to compute mode, hit yes, and now you will have to wait a bit. Oh, it seems I have a problem. Let me check it out. So go back to gaming, global settings, it's okay because it saved the settings. So let's go to the other graphics card. You have to do the same for each of them. So GPU workload, compute, hit yes, wait again. Just do this for all the graphics card that you have. So the third graphics card, go to gaming. Oh, I think this has to be a bit like that. I hope you can see better now. Okay, so global settings, select the third graphics card, And this should be the last one. So now let's just run a test, see if it's all working properly. I will have a link in the description with everything you need, including the miner, so just check the description. Now we should already have some improving performance. We should have on each card almost 12 megahashes per second, but we will tweak it out a bit more and we will squeeze something more out of them. So you can see that we already have more megahashes. We have 69 megahashes per second, so it's okay for now. Let's close the miner. Now the next step is to mod the BIOSes of the GPUs. So let's see what we need. First of all, you will have to install GPU-Z. Download it, not install it. You can install it if you want to, but I won't because I can use it without installing it. Okay, so now here on the bottom you will see your graphic cards. What you want to do is select each of them and save the BIOSes from each of your graphic card. You will see, for example, this one has Hynix memory. If I select another one, look at that, micron memories. So that's pretty bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but it means that we will have to save every card's BIOS, and that means I will disable all of the graphic cards, leave only one enabled, and I will take a marker. Let's go to properties, device manager, display adapters. So I will disable all of them except one. Okay, I will just show you now what I'm doing. You only have to do this if you have more graphic cards, but if you have only one, you don't have to do this. And also, if you have the same model with the same memory and everything, I think you can use the same BIOS, but it's better to use each graphic card's BIOS. Okay, so let's see, 1 2 3 4 5, and we have one graphic card running. Okay, let's go back to GPU Z and close, start it up again. Where is it? Oh, this is not good. I can see all of them here, so this is kind of bad. I will have to shut down the PC for each graphic card, but it doesn't matter, I will do it. So let's enable them back. Or let me do something else. Maybe I will use some other program to, so I'll leave only 3 of them enabled. Let's try and use AT Win Flash to save the BIOSes. Maybe it's working. So we can see 1 2 3, no, it's not good. We can see all of them. So I will just have to disconnect the GPUs from the motherboard and connect only one at a time. Okay, so I'll just switch off the power supply. So switch it back on. I will go to take a marker because I will write on each card the number that I will write on the BIOS name. So I will use these markers to write on the GPUs, because if we will have a problem in the future, maybe we will need the stock BIOS, and that's why it's better to know which is which. So let's get going. Okay, so we have only one GPU. We have Intel HD graphics, but we don't care about that. So let's save this to file. This is the BIOS over here, okay? It says BIOS version, and you can save it by pressing this. Okay, and I will save it, let's see, on desktop. I will make a new folder, BIOSes, and I will have stock and modded. Okay, so this is a stock BIOS, so we will save it here, and the name will be GPU 1. So save it. Once it's saved, I will take the marker and write the 1 on the GPU. So that's GPU number 1. Now we can close this, go to Polaris BIOS editor. As I said, I will have a link in the description. I will just hit no. What you want to do is right click and run as administrator, even if it's normally running as administrator already, just to make sure that it will work. Okay, okay, it's not working, I don't know why. Okay, now it's working. So now if you have some problems with any of the programs, what I recommend you is to install Windows 7 on another HDD and do all the BIOS modding on that hard drive, and after you finish, just switch to the other hard drive. Okay, so but if you don't have any errors, you can use Windows 10. It's just that I had some problems in the past, and I think that was because of some Windows updates. Anyway, hit open BIOS, and let's go to the path of our BIOSes, which is here and here, GPU 1. Now what you have to do is click on this one-click timing patch, hit OK, and after that go here to the memory, and you wanna type in 2000, apply changes, and you will see that this will change. Okay, so once you did that, just hit save as, go to modded, and we will have GPU 1 modded, save. Okay, so we can close this, and now we will have to use ATI WinFlash, run as administrator. Okay, make sure you have the GPU selected, hit load image and go to your modded BIOS, select it and hit program. Now this should not take too long. And after it finishes, it will ask for a reboot. Okay, so programmed successfully, hit OK, and it's asking for a reboot, just hit yes. Now the problem is that after the reboot I'll have to shut down the PC, plug in another GPU, plug out this GPU that I have already done. But what I will do now is pause the video and get back once I have all of the GPUs with the modded BIOS on them. Okay, so you just do these steps until you have all of your BIOSes modded. Okay, so I'm at the last GPU. So it says that it was successful. I will just shut down the PC. I will switch off the power supply and connect all of the GPUs. So I have connected all of the GPUs. Let's just power it on. Okay, now if we go to properties, device manager, you will see that you will have an exclamation mark on the graphic cards, but we will fix that now. I will just enable these 3 GPUs. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now the next step is to patch the drivers of the GPUs, and to do that we will use this pixel patcher. Run it as an administrator, and when this show up, just click yes, okay, and then restart your computer. So the miner should start automatically. Let's see if it detects the GPUs, and it seems that we have 6 available GPUs. It's okay. So there you go. We have almost 14 mega hashes per each card, and a total of 83 mega hashes per second. That's almost double, isn't it? So let's just wait for 2 or 3 more results, but you can see that we have almost 83 mega hashes per second of mining speed. So I think that's great. If you think the same, just leave a like, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you wanna buy me a beer, I will leave my wallets, my crypto wallets, in the description. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.